He's been in touch with Miles' suppliers.
Is that a fact?
Yeah. He's bringing me in some booze and some happy pills. You interested?
You couldn't get a hairpin in here at the moment.
If you know how.
Convince me.
They bring it in on one of the delivery trucks.
She's not dangerous to me. She trusts me. I can save you a lot of time and trouble. Merle.
G'day, Mrs. Reynolds. Want some chips?
No, thank you. Are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine, but we were having a real good time.
Tommy, is he all right?
Oh, yeah. Don't think he likes chili sauce much. You're mad at me, aren't you?
Oh, Merle.
But I'll be back.
Everybody seems to think that I tried to use this to kill Connors. But you're going to tell them that you did. You'll think of a reason. Otherwise, your little girl is Ah!
Life. Cheer about that.
Oh, no way. That bastard had her raped. Justifiable homicide, I reckon.
And he threatened her kid, too. So what? No one gets away with knifing a governor?
Oh, rack off, Simpson. You'll be sending flowers to the funeral next week.
I'll be sending them to Wilkinson's. Reckon she's had it.
Hey! Getting yourself in a pound won't help Laurie or Rita.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I have to shove her boot down her throat, but...
Hey, look, what's having all the cheering? Rita's off the hook, don't forget. Raven must have been bloody crazy to think he could get away with it.
Yeah, well, he's had enough practice. Put away enough crims in Blackmore, including Reed's brother. Bet you it all comes out now. You watch.
What he did to Laurie. Oh, did she?
Mrs. Reynolds will see her, right?
Reynolds isn't governor.
She will be. Laurie can tell the truth now.
Oh, yeah, and who'll believe her? A con artist who killed the prison governor?
Geez, whose side are you on?
Oh, Laurie's, of course. But in Blackmore, you learn to face facts.
He must have threatened her into setting Anne up.
At least now that dreadful man's gone, she can tell the truth and clear herself.
Hope so. The last thing Wentworth needs at a time like this is Joan as governor.
The last thing Wentworth needs is backbiting officers.
Didn't worry you whilst Anne was here?
I had good reason. She was too soft to run a prison. Now, you can either work with me, Morris, or you can resign. It's your choice. Jones has just been brought in, Mrs. Pringle. Take her to solitary when she's been processed.
Yes, Miss Ferguson. Is that necessary?
Yes, it is. I'm not having her boasting about giving the slip to one of my officers. And what's this one trying to pull? Wilkinson? Wilkinson? What's going on?
She's in shock.
How long's that going to last?
Doctor says it depends on her treatment. Obviously, she needs specialist care. She also needs the support of those close to her.
It's like double talk to me. I suppose they sent Bryce again, did they?
He knew what he was talking about, Joan. He's seen it all before. He said if she's not handled carefully, she could stay like this permanently.
Could she indeed? Well, we'll have to be very careful, won't we?
Now, that's everything out of your pockets, is it?
I was Superman with a cape.
Oh, for goodness sake, Mel, now I haven't got time to play games. Oh, not again.
And Tommy was
Well,
like
that's detention
and we
centre.
played real good games, and then the police
No,
came,
he's not on duty
and
at the
they
moment. Can I
played
take a
too.
message
They
for you?
played hostages.
Well, okay, well, I'll pass that on. Oh, for goodness sakes, Mel!
What is going on here?
Sorry.
What is going on?
I've been trying to manage here on my own.
Well, where's Radcliffe?
Well, she went home sick and I haven't been able to track down Mrs. Morris.
Well, don't worry. I'll let her know as soon as I've taken Merle through. Now, have you processed her yet?
Well, I haven't checked all her pockets yet.
All right, come
Oh,
on. I'll
excuse
take
me.
it from here. Come
But
along, Merle. I
detention
have to
orders
check
you.
your pockets quickly.
Yes, someone
Now,
said-
stop being silly, dear, and stand still.
And I haven't checked out
Let
for
me
you.
see what's in here.
We had a real good time, Mrs. Pringle, and I made a new friend.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. But you've also got yourself into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, can I go and see Kath now?
I'll check that with Mrs.
No,
Reynolds
I'm
and I'll
sorry.
call you
You
back,
have to
okay?
go to the showers first, then
Thank you.
solitary.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Mrs. Pringle, I missed her a real lot.
Yes, I'm sure you did, but you should have thought of that before you were a naughty girl. Now, come along. It won't take long. It's only 24 hours.
Reception.
Come along.
Yeah, it seems fine, thank you. Who was it?
Minister's office. He's on his way here now. He's not in a good mood, Joan.
Politicians, why can't they leave us to do our job?
Craven is dead. The minister has got to know what's going on.
I'll be in my office in 5 minutes. You escort him there and don't bore him with your bleeding heart theories.
He said if she's not handled carefully, she could stay like this permanently.
I know you're frightened in being in here. You hate being on your own, don't you? But you're not on your own. You got me to look after you. Except Kath would be better. G'day. Kath, you got to help me. I'm in big trouble.
Careful, we don't want to spill your lunch, do we?
You'll be all right, Merle.
No, they're gonna send me to the crazy place.
No, they won't. Who said that?
It's because I escaped. I didn't mean it was just a game, but now they're gonna send me to that bad place.
Oh, look, we'll do no such thing. Now, you be a good girl and eat up your lunch.
I want to go back to me dorm.
Well, you can't. It's governor's orders.
But Mrs. Reynolds knows I really wouldn't escape.
We have to go now. Now, look, Mr. Pringle has made you an extra special lunch just to cheer you up.
I'm not hungry.
I'm sorry, Merle, I have to go. But I'll get you out of here. I promise. I want to see the governor.
You can't. She's in no mood to make concessions.
We've got to get Merle out of there.
Try. But I'm not making any promises.
She'll see me.
All right, you lot. Now back up, back up.
Minister, does this murder make you regret the suspension of Governor Reynolds and her reform program?
The reform program has not been suspended.
What about Mrs. Reynolds? She looked pretty good defusing that siege today.
Mrs. Reynolds' future will be decided when the allegations against her have been fully investigated. Now, let me make this point. Mrs. Reynolds' suspension had nothing to do with the proposed reforms. I firmly support the reforms. They will be introduced as promised. An enlightened prison system is very close to the heart of this government.
This is an election year, and you won your last seat by a majority of less than 2%.
I really don't see that
Could
that
this
has
last
any-
disaster cost you your seat?
Governor Craven's death was tragic, but it was not the fault of the prison system nor of this government. When the facts are made clear, the public will see that it was a freak occurrence, an acute psychotic episode of the kind you just cannot guard against. In a way, it is the woman's tragedy just as much as it is the victim's.
Was the destruction of Blackmore also the result of an isolated psychotic episode, Mr. Dwyer?
I'm sorry I haven't time for any more questions. Drive on, please. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Oh, it was the woman's tragedy as much as the victim's. Bloody hell.
Good afternoon.
What's good about it? Craven's dead. You realize what sort of a position that puts me in?
Yes, I do. It's all we needed now, isn't it?
What's the story with this Wilkinson? She said why she did it yet?
No, she's still catatonic.
Good. No problems avoiding a scandal, then.
I wouldn't relax just yet. Dr. Bryce said that with special treatment, she could recover.
She's a deranged killer. Why give her a day in court? She'll scream officer brutality and the media will have a field day.
But you can't mean that...
I do mean, Miss Ferguson. The only way we'll keep our jobs is if Wilkinson spends the rest of her life in a padded cell.
How are you, Reed?
How's Laurie? Have you seen her?
Not me. But Lisa reckons she's a real mess.
Where have they put her?
They've got her up in sick bay. But don't worry, she'll get over it.
It's not right.
What?
That bastard got what he deserved, but why did it have to be Laurie?
Oh, Reed, I know you wanted to get him yourself, but you were locked in here, weren't you? She did you a favour. She did us all a favour.
Yeah, except Laurie'll never see her kid again.
Yeah. But you always do what you have to. And so did Laurie. We're all in here together.
Yeah.
Hey, how would you like to get out of here?
What?
I'm going over the wall real soon. And you can come if you want.
If I want? I'd give anything to see the Conquerors again. Have a few beers with them for bong. But can you do it?
Hey, I'm famous for it. How do you reckon I got my nickname?
I give up.
I escaped from a youth training centre on a horse. I went bucking across 3 paddocks before it got rid of me. And when I came to, there were screws standing around me killing themselves laughing.
It's your brilliant career, is it?
Nah, I was just a kid. I've refined my act since then.
How? You had riding lessons?
Look, do you want to come or don't you?
What's your plan?
Seeing you're so picky, I'll tell you when it's a goer. But I take it easy with the screws. You can't go escaping when you're locked in here.
All right. But you're the only Brumby I'm going over the wall with, right?
Trust me.
So naturally, we need a new deputy governor. Unfortunately, you'd be my logical choice. However, I find it difficult to recommend anyone I couldn't trust to back me.
Well, why worry? I don't want the job anyway. Not whilst you're in the chair, Joan.
Good. At least we agree on something, that's all.
I wouldn't get too comfortable, Joan. When Wilkinson recovers, she'll clear Anne, and you'll be back in the ranks.
If she recovers. And while we're on that subject, if I find any concrete evidence of anyone trying to undermine my position here, you are out, Morris.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right, we're finished. Please don't forget the staff meeting. What is it?
Oh, Maxwell to see you?
Good, show her in. Wait outside, please. Come on, hurry up, I'm busy.
I want Merle out of solitary.
You're wasting my time, Maxwell.
You don't realise what it's doing to her.
No more kid glove treatment. She breaks the rules, she gets punished.
All right, I'll trade you. I'll stop the sabotage campaign if you let Merle out.
You had your chance to do that. Now you're too late.
What's that?
You'll find out tomorrow. Now get back to your work area.
All right, but aren't you interested in finding out about the contraband?
I told you to stop that.
It's not me.
Who?
I want Merle out of solitary.
All right, I'll let her out. Now talk.
It's Rose Simpson.
I could have guessed that myself, Maxwell. Haven't you got any real information? How is it coming in?
The delivery truck.
Thank God that's over.
Yeah, another hard day at the office. How'd you get in, did you? During their tea break, it was a cinch. Did you leave them a message? Skull no
What can we do for you, Simpson? It's more of a matter of what I can do for you, Marsh.
Rack off, slime ball.
Well, you're going to be changing your tune. I'm back in business. Booze or pills?
Hey, if you got booze.
It's on its way in.
I thought our favourite top dog said there I wasn't going to be any more of that stuff until things settled down.
Who cares what Maxwell said? I'll have 2 whiskies.
Oh, me too. Well, we got a drink to the dear departed Craven.
Bloody oath. Make that 3.
Come on, Brumby. Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a wake and make sure he's dead.
Hey, Merle, g'day. Hey,
You want some booze to see you through the night, Maxwell?
Why don't you give it up, Simpson? Ferguson's got this place clamped down tight.
Fat chance.
So what'd you get up to?
Oh, it was real good. And I made 2 new friends, Muscles and Tommy.
Hey, did you hear that, Lurch? Merle got out and met herself a couple of blokes. Maybe she'll let you have one.
Not for keeps, but you can meet Muscles. Hey, is he coming to visit you? Geez, you're silly, he's here already. Hey, Muscles! Look, it's Alice. Gee, look, they like you. Hello, Lou. Look, they really like you.
Am I early or is everybody else late? Naturally, I'm early. Miss Ferguson's never late. Where's your happy, smiling face?
Oh, Marty, I really messed up in reception this afternoon.
Was anyone killed? Well, then, believe me, nobody noticed. All you need is a good cup of coffee.
I'll have one of those. Strong and black.
Things can't be that bad. What's this all about, then?
I think Joan's about to make a policy speech. She's been scribbling away at every opportunity.
Well, I just hope it won't take too long. I'm worn out.
Well, I hate to speak ill of the dead, but life around here is going to be a lot more restful without Craven around.
Watch what you're saying, Rosie.
Come on, Mum. Everyone knows Craven is a sadistic thug.
Right, everyone pay attention, please. I've called this meeting to distribute a new set of rules to try and control the outbreak of vandalism. Unfortunately, someone has wrecked the photocopier, so this will have to do. Would you put them on the notice board, please, Miss Stout?
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
Those of you who don't get a chance to read them this afternoon will be able to hear them tomorrow morning when I read them to the prisoners at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock?
That's right. There will be an extra shift for early wake-up. Those prisoners are going to learn that this is no place for practical jokers.
Aren't things unsettled enough without deliberately upsetting their routine?
They are upsetting my routine, Mrs. Morris, and I will put a stop to it. Any other questions?
Yes. Has specialist treatment been organised for Wilkinson?
Yes, yes. She's being transferred to Ingleside first thing in the morning.
God's sake, Joan, she's in shock. Why can't she be treated here?
It's a department decision entirely out of my hands. Anything else? Good. I can see we'll have no trouble in running a tight ship.
6 o'clock.
Come on, less talk and more movement.
Bloody criminal. The Phantom always gets up early.
If I was the ghost who walked, I walked right out.
Get your bloody brat out of my way, loony. It's a mouse, and don't you call me that.
You're using up all your chances.
I'm way ahead of you and your rodent lover. Oh, here comes the real fly in your ointment.
Hey, Rita, what's going on?
Oh, I don't know. It's like the freak loves me so much she's throwing a party.
Oh, that'll be the day.
Jackson, have the women in the rec room in 2 minutes.
OK, come on, head off for the rec room.
Remember, stay cool.
And that means you too, Tucker. Right, inside, ladies, and keep the noise down, please.
What's happening, Miss Ferguson?
You'll find out, Jenkins.
Come on, move it.
It's bubbling away.
OK, line up in a straight line, please, and keep the noise down. Quiet!
Well, you've all had a lot of fun with your little acts of sabotage, haven't you? From now on, you're going to find that this prison is run by the officers who are paid to do it, not by some tattooed bikie. Something wrong, Connors?
No, Miss Ferguson.
Good. And since none of you can be trusted to walk the corridors of this prison without damaging government property, I'm introducing a pass system so that we will know where each and every one of you is every minute of the day. From now on, no one will be outside a work area without a pass from an officer.
Well, that's get Judy.
Yeah, what about the loo?
No exceptions.
No, but I'll be using mine full.
Right, Jenkins, you get to clean the shower block. The security gate to the men's section is completely out of bounds. You will no longer have the run of the shop. Purchases will be made quickly and under supervision. And there will be absolute silence after lights out.
Miss Ferguson,
You have a complaint?
I can understand why some of these rules are being introduced, but that last one is a little harsh.
You don't know what harsh is yet, Maxwell?
God, it's getting as bad as blackmail.
Right, Marsh. The showers will no longer be a social club. Showers will be restricted to 90 seconds.
Oh, come on, let's not get wet in 90 seconds.
Very funny, Simpson. Since you're so concerned about Jenkins, you get to clean the shower block with her. One final thing. If any single prisoner is suspected of sabotage, her whole block will be punished. There will be no alibis. You stick together, you hang together. You can save yourselves a lot of grief by handing over the culprit. Think about it. Right, Mr. Jackson. Get them dressed and get them to muster.
OK, come on, ladies.
Good to see you've come to your senses, Connors.
Come on, ladies.
Come in. Oh, do sit down.
Something wrong?
Not at all, quite the opposite. I have some good news, Mrs. Pringle. The department has asked me to recommend a senior officer to be deputy governor. I've given them your name.
Oh, I really don't think
There's nothing to think about. You're a trustworthy, conscientious officer, the very sort of person I need.
Yes. Because you think I'm so soft, I'll do anything you want.
Beg your pardon?
You know Meg won't agree with your hard line of the prisoners. So you asked me because you think I'm too stupid to see when I'm being used.
Oh, you've never thought much of me in the past, and the feeling is quite mutual. But I will not stand by and see you turn Wentworth into a concentration camp.
Finished?
Sorry, but that's how I feel.
You surprise me, Pringle. If you used half that energy on the prisoners, I'd have little cause for complaint. All right, I can't make you take the job, but it's still there if you want it. All right, get back to work, but I must say that's probably your last chance to move up the ladder.
So once the escape plan's ready, I've got to be free to go. I can't be locked up in the pound.
Well, geez, can I come?
It's Brumby's caper, it's not up to me.
Yeah, right. But aren't you forgetting your mates?
I'm remembering me brother. I love you, Lurch, but I've got to pay me respects to Bongo.
Yeah, I know. What's going to happen in here? The freaking that Maxwell bitch will walk all over us.
Well, it's another reason I've got to stay out of the pound.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to visit Laurie.
Well, how's that going to fix Maxwell?
Because Laurie's the key. If we can get her on her feet and talking again, she'll blow the lid off this place.
Come on, you're supposed to be at work.
Yeah, we were going. Mrs. Morris, we were wondering. We'd like to see Laurie. We reckon it might help her.
Well, it's a good idea, but I'd have to check with Miss Ferguson.
Oh, that's the end of that.
Oh, I don't see any reason why she'd want to refuse.
Miss Ferguson doesn't need a reason. Has she shot anyone for having 92-second showers yet?
All right, that's enough.
Come on, Lurch, it's time we got cracking anyway.
Wilkinson is not to have any visitors.
You know what the doctor said, Joan. She needs the encouragement of people close to her if she's to recover.
Now, Connors tried to kill Craven, Wilkinson succeeded. I'm not going to put them together and have them gloat about it.
That is not what this is about, and you know
It's about discipline.
I thought Lorelei was one prisoner you were prepared to admit was a human being.
It was before she committed a murder in my prison. Anyway, there isn't time for a visit. The van will be here to transfer her soon.
It won't take away your conscience, Joan.
My conscience is satisfied if this prison runs efficiently. So instead of making personal attacks on me, you should be out there making sure that it does.
That woman will go to any lengths.
Don't I know it? She just tried to make me deputy governor.
And you knocked her back?
Of course. Anyway, she should have asked you first.
Oh, she did. I turned her down too.
Well, that's why you've been in a bad mood all morning. I was so mad, I could have slapped her.
Well, I wish you had. Do you know what she's done now? She's refused permission for visitors to see Wilkinson.
But why?
I can't be certain, but I think it's a deliberate attempt to hinder Lorelei's recovery.
Oh, even for
Joyce,
Joan,
she wants to stay in that chair.
Oh, but that's terrible. What can we do?
I'm going to get Connors to see Wilkinson. If anyone can reach her, she can.
Good. If you want me to cover...
If you'd go and relieve the guard on duty in sick bay, that way Joan should never find out.
When will you be bringing Connors?
We'll have to hurry. The van's on its way.
Well, let's go.
Joyce, you do realise you'll be disobeying a direct order?
Bit of a turnaround, isn't it? She's the one that usually goes behind Anne's back.
Well, if Joan finds out, it'll give her grounds to suspend us, and I think she'd be happy to.
But what she's doing is criminal. And we'll be helping Wilkinson. It's worth the risk.
And Anne, if Rita's visit works.
Let's go.
Sure, it'll be apples for you and Rita. You'll be on the outside. We'll be the mug stuck with the freak.
You'll come through. And keep it down,
In
will
how
ya?
many pieces? Look, we need Rita here and you conjuring to getting out.
Jeez, you're a selfish bitch.
I'm thinking of everybody.
What about Rita? She led the riot. She blasted Blackmore wide open. She had her brother wasted. She practically lives in solitary. You got to admit she needs a break.
Ah! Holy cow!
Shh, you're right, muscle.
You get that thing out of my way or I'm going to treat it to a dose of rat poison.
Oh, big girl.
It wouldn't matter even if she did, because he's just a mouse.
Don't you, Simpson?
What are you doing in here, Simpson?
Go.
Connors? I'm taking you to see Lorelei.
Ferguson okayed it.
We haven't got much time. Come on.
What about Lurch? She wants to talk to her too.
No, I'm sorry.
You did ask for the both of us.
I asked. Now, do you want to see her or not?
Well, of course I do. What is this?
A gift horse. Don't look it in the mouth.
Ferguson didn't give you the go-ahead at all. You're doing this by yourself.
If I am, you're not being very helpful.
Well, why didn't you clue me in? Come on, we're wasting time. Sure.
Thanks, Joyce. You better watch outside. Yeah, it's all right. She knows. I hope she can keep a secret. Come on, Laurie. Don't let Craven do this. Don't let him win. I owe you. We all owe you for what you did. Laurie, he can't touch Zoe now. She's safe. Your little princess is safe. Can you hear? What are you talking about? Craven threatened to get Zoe if she didn't do what he wanted. She told him. Of course. Just the sort of threat he would use. Connors, for her sake and for yours, you've got to get that information out of her again. Well, I don't know. Laurie, it's Rita.
And a full report on the effectiveness of the new security measures by the end of the week. That's all. Yes?
I need your signature for Wilkinson's transfer. The top one's for the Office of Correction, the second one to the Health Department. What's the procedure now? I mean, after she leaves here?
Well, she'll undergo medical treatment to determine her sanity or otherwise.
In Wilkinson's case, I bet it's otherwise.
Being a little heartless, aren't you, Mr. Adams?
I'm sorry, Governor.
Has the van arrived yet?
Yes, the men are standing by. Will I take them through?
No, resume your duties. I'll see to this myself.
I bet you'd go for that, eh? Mrs. Morris could arrange it for you. If she brought Zoe in here, I bet she'd be your old self. Just think of that, Laurie. Zoe, right here. Then you'd know for sure she was safe and sound. Oh, try, Laurie, please. Give it your best shot. If you don't come through this, we've all lost, Craven or no Craven.
Has this Wilkinson come out of it yet, or is she still faking it?
She's not faking anything. According to Bryce, she's still in shock.
She's trying. You can see that she's trying.
The governor's coming. It looks like they're ready to take Wilkinson.
Where?
I'll try and stall them.
Where the hell are they taking her?
Ingleside.
No! Laurie, come on, snap out of it. Laurie, listen to me, we're running out of time. Laurie, come on. You can do it, kid.
What the hell? Just wait outside, will you?
Of course, Miss Ferguson.
I will see you two in my office after you've taken Connors to solitary.
Oh, what? Connors had my permission to be here.
Not mine.
I'm sorry, but at least she was starting to get a response.
Well, I hope the trouble you're in was worth it. Put her back with the other women, and I will see you both in 5 minutes.
Come along, Connors.
Going for the ride, Wilkinson. And one way by the looks of it. Come on.
Oh, take it easy. Come on, Laurie. You'll be all right.
At least she's not going to be giving us any trouble.
Nice change. Should see some of the crazies we have to handle.
Her belongings are in reception.
She won't need them where she's going.
She hasn't been certified yet.
Take a look at her.
As surely as I will stamp out insubordination and sabotage among the inmates, I will do the same with the officers. This prison will be run without a hitch.
Or a conscience. Wilkinson has been railroaded into a mental institution.
Rubbish.
Is it? Then why has care been withheld?
She has received every attention.
Except what she really needs. If you just let her friends and her
24 hours ago, she committed a murder.
And with quite a motive.
That charge was withdrawn.
After the life of her child was threatened. Oh, come off it, Joan. Don't tell me that comes as a surprise.
Nothing you dream up would surprise me.
And it's no dream her sanity's been threatened.
It's nonsense.
I don't think so. It's quite obvious you're doing everything in your power to stop her recovery. Now, what is it, Joan? Are you frightened she'll retract her story and Anne'll be cleared?
You're not going to get away with that, Morris.
And you won't either. Unless you do something about it, Joan, we'll see to it that something does happen.
You haven't got a leg to stand on. Now, if you stir up any trouble, I will come down so hard on the both of you, you'll ricochet out of the service. Now, get out of here.
Gladly.
Get me the minister.
You know, I'm still shaking. I wouldn't have had the gumption to say what you did.
Well, it needed saying.
Oh, I agree. Do you think she's trying to get us out of Wentworth?
Well, it's certainly on the cards. You know, when Anne left here, when Craven set her up, I told her I felt like walking out with her.
I know I did.
Well, she said that's just what Craven wanted, to get rid of any officer that stood in his way.
And Joan would feel the same.
Sure of it. Joan wants to run Wentworth on her own with a few well-chosen yes-men. Oh, God help the women if she succeeds.
You know, Meg, I think we made a mistake. Perhaps we shouldn't have let Connors go and see Wilkinson. That's going to look bad on her report. Give her the ammunition she needs.
Then we're going to have to beat her to the draw. I'm damned if I'll stand by and see someone shunted off to Ingleside just to protect her career and Dwyer's.
But what can we do?
Oh, if only Connors had had more time with Wilkinson, I'm sure she was coming around.
It's too late for that now.
No. She's seen to it that Wilkinson can't see her friends, but she can still see her family.
Her baby, of course.
I'm going to get on to her foster parents. Can you remember their names?
No, not offhand, but it should be in Wilkinson's file.
Get onto it straight away.
Yes, well, good luck.
Yeah, I think we're going to need more than that. Oh, Joyce, could you speak to the other officers? Explain the tactics that Joan's using. I mean, if she thought that she might be facing a full-on strike just when she was planning on running Wentworth without a hitch...
Well, she's got another thing coming. Ah, I sound just like one of the women.
Well, that's what comes of having a common enemy.
She just stood her ground and said, I gave her permission. Mrs. Morris is all right. There's not much of her, but she's all right.
Yeah, Pringle's got more than I gave her credit for, too.
Yeah, how about that? Didn't help Laurie, though. Bastards came and shipped her straight out.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I reckon it's the end of Laurie now that she's in that place.
Well, I don't know about that. The way Morris and Pringle were talking, I reckon they're going to lift the lid on this one.
Seems to me the screws are doing more to screw the freak than our top dog.
Yeah, just like Blackmore. Rue Morgan and Craven. They had the place sewn up too. Don't let your imaginations run away with you. I haven't got any love for Ferguson.
Oh, then I can count on you to do something if Morris and Pringle cop it for letting me see Laurie.
Naturally.
Kath, quick, what am I going to do?
What is this, Mayday? Come on, get back to work. Quick, come on, hurry up.
Did I need a pass?
What?
Seeing Laurie like that's maybe we'll have to bust out of here.
Yeah, it must have been a downer.
If I can get to that place, maybe I can help her.
Hey, yeah.
So, come with the plan.
Okay, but first I've got to fix Maxwell.
Why?
She's got to lose that shot.
Maxwell, concentrate on the breakout.
She's part of it.
No mention of going to the minister, but she is going to try and contact the people who have Wilkinson's little girl. She didn't know their names.
Hosking.
Yeah, and Mrs. Pringle's going to try and stir the other officers up against you.
Oh, I'm quite sure you'll make certain she doesn't.
Of course, Governor. Is that all?
Yeah, that's all.
Governor.
Yes, Mr. Adams?
I'd like to discuss the deputy governorship.
What about it?
Well, I understand both Mrs. Morris and Mrs. Pringle declined the position.
You do keep your ear to the ground, don't you?
In my opinion, it's just as well they did. That position should be filled by someone who could give you their complete loyalty.
Go on.
As your deputy, I could guarantee you that, Governor. Guarantee it. Just like to leave you with that assurance.
Do that.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Hosking. Joan Ferguson, Governor of Wentworth Detention Centre. As you know, we have a mutual friend in Lorelei Wilkinson.
Or there's some of that sandwich thing that Mervyn made. What about it, Muscles? Sandwich or so... Muscles? Muscles? Oh, no. Muscles! Muscles! Come here, little thing. Muscles! Here! Get away! No! Get away! No! No, Mr. Adams, please, give him the...
No!
He's me
Go
friend.
back to the laundry.
Well, he's me friend.
I'll
Get
take
out,
care
Mr.
of him.
Adams, go! He's me friend. What are you going to do with him? Please?
I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do about that, Mrs. Morris. She's a happy and well-loved little girl in a normal household, and she's staying that way.
But Zoe's her only hope.
Then she's without hope, because we're keeping Zoe from her.
But you mustn't do that. Lorelei's her mother. She'd die for that child.
We are doing it. My wife's been so upset by it all. I've had to stay with her all day. Lorelei killed that man in cold blood. And she's in cahoots with that other woman.
What other woman?
The other one. I don't know who.
Connors? Rita Connors?
Yes, that's it. And if you think we'd let our baby visit with a psychotic
Where
killer...
did you get that information? I mean, nothing like that's been publicised.
Never mind where we got it from. Suffice to say, it's someone who's got Zoe's interests at heart, like we have. Good afternoon, Mrs. Morris.
Oh, my God, now, look, I have had it up to here with that thing now. Get rid of it, Rodney.
All right. What do you want me to do? Throw him in the urn?
Oh, don't be so disgusting. I'm going to report the whole incident to the governor. Mice's pets, what next?
Look out, there's another one.
Oh, very funny.
You thought so, didn't you?
And get it off the table. We eat that, for God's sakes.
Come on, little fella.
I'm going to report the whole incident as soon as I finish this lot.
Oh, looks like it's solitary for you, my boy.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Look, forget about it. I'll get rid of the mouse and I'll tell Miss Ferguson I'm sure it's not a plague, OK?
Oh, that's big of you, Rodney.
Well, I can't have you facing a mouse and a lion all in one day. I don't think your heart would take it. Come on, little fella. Eat up.
Listen, I don't know when it's getting in, but it's getting in soon, so it's last chance to get your orders in. Can't afford anything else.
Couldn't afford the last lot. Hey, you haven't got any books coming in, have you?
Get out. Come on, what's yours going to be, Looney? A mousetrap?
A mongrel!
No! Jeez, you're a bitch, Spider.
You've got Muscles in a trouble and Mr. Adams is going to kill him.
Yeah, good bloody riddance.
I don't think he'll kill him, Merle.
No, he'd probably just let him loose. What chance would Adams have against Muscles anyway?
He's bigger, he'd squash him. Never mind, Merle, we'll find you another one.
Yeah, bet there's millions of them around the place.
Yeah?
Let's see who can find Merle another Muscles, eh?
Yeah, and just to show 'em all heart, I'll give you some incentive.
Like what?
A sweep. You take a punt on whoever you reckons is going to win, and winner takes all. Listen, 20%.
All heart.
Well, the mouse was obviously Joan's pet. Well, she's been reprimanded, but perhaps overnight in solitary would be more of a deterrent.
Yes? Thank you. No solitary for Jones, Mr. Adams. You've got more pressing things to do. The delivery truck has just arrived. What do you suppose it's carrying?
Deliveries? But obviously something else, right?
Yes, exactly, and not all of it regulation. You've got some sorting out to do. Take help with you. I want the truck ripped apart.
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
And no more charges for Jones until I say.
Why not?
Because I said so.
Certainly, Governor.
Right. I want a full inventory of the contraband made up and sent to the minister.
He'll be impressed.
Yes, he will, won't he? And get going. When you're finished, bring Simpson to me.
Yes, Governor.
Look at that, Maxwell. Once that lot gets unloaded, it's going to be one for me, one for Wentworth, one for me. If I was you, I'd consider having a closing down sale.
I'm not squeamish about competition.
Hey, did you get everything set up like I said?
Yeah, Donna's in the kitchen and she knows what to look out for.
Yeah, well, so do I, so if there's anything missing, tell her I'll put it through Merle and mince it.
There won't be. Just make sure you come good with our cut.
Yeah, I will as soon as I find a place to stash it.
Right, check and double-check everything. The deliveries of Anne the lot.
Oh, you've really blown it. They're going to rip this truck apart.
Screws, bloody screws.
Oh, you been fingered. This ain't no straight search.
Hey, wait a minute.
Forget it, all bets are off. You're hot.
Hold it, Simpson, right there. You're on a charge for bringing contraband into the prison.
I can almost taste that whiskey.
Geez, I could do with a bloody case full.
Oh, not bad. Next time, try sinking one of your own.
Oh, hell!
Well, keep your mind on it.
Lay off, will ya?
What's gotten into you?
Nothing. It's your turn.
First, I've got to get Maxwell.
Lay off, Maxwell. Just concentrate on the break.
I am. That stuck-up bitch has got something we need.
She's got nothing on.
She's got that shop. Well, so what? Think about it. She's stuck in there, in the shop, for hours by herself, cleaning it and stocking it. So? So we kick her out and get you in.
What?
Yeah. Only you're not in there cleaning and stocking. You're under the floorboards digging your way out of here.
What are you using for brains? That's a trustee's post.
I got more chance of making deputy governor and walking out.
Yeah, well, that's the only hitch.
Are you telling me that's it?
Yeah? Well, hell, it's got a lot going for it. Of course, it could take a bit of time.
Oh, I don't know. With a jackhammer and a front-end ladder, I can't see any problems. Deal.
So what have you come up with?
A bummer. You.
Look, I'm telling you, this could work.
What do you think's under that floor?
Fairy floss? Yeah, we'll have to get some tools down there. They done it at Blackmore.
Oh.
Don't you want to play?
Look, I've got to get out of here. And it's not just for me. Laurie needs help and someone's got to spill the beans on the freak.
Yeah, well then do what I say.
Yeah, well, maybe you've got something. We'd stand a better chance from the grounds. But face it, lady, I'm never going to make trustee.
Then who would?
Well, why don't you give it a go?
No, I haven't got the head for business.
Fake it.
Okay.
There's a mouse in here.
Oh, geez, well, you're in the bloody game.
Did you see a mouse?
No, but I smell a rat.
Sorry I took so long. You must have thought I didn't get your message. Oh, Meg, the traffic.
Would you like a coffee?
Oh, no, thanks. Acid stomach. Well, how'd you go?
Couldn't have been worse.
What happened?
He refuses to let Lorelei see the baby.
But why?
Protecting her from a psychotic killer.
But why would he think a thing like that? What did you say to make him think that?
I didn't say anything.
But there was nothing about it in the press.
Right.
Joan.
Has to be.
Oh, dear. But it doesn't add up. Why would she contact the foster parents? She couldn't have known you were going to see them.
I don't care what she knows and what she doesn't. I'll stake my long service leave on it. She got to Ivan Hosking.
Oh, dear.
What?
Oh, Meg, I've got this terrible feeling she's going to win. Craven got rid of Anne, and now I think she plans to get rid of us.
No, she's not. Not without a fight. Now, have you spoken with the other officers?
Yeah.
And?
Oh, they won't back us.
Why not? Surely they don't agree with what she's doing.
Oh, no one agrees with her. Well, no one except the Blackmore officers and Rodney.
Well, then why aren't they with us?
Because they're scared of her, Meg. They were scared of her when she was in the ranks, but now that she's governor, well...
Do they know about us taking Connors to see Lorelei?
Yes, and they don't agree with it. Mind you, I can't blame them. Why would they back senior officers who've directly gone against the wishes of the governor?
I'm glad you see it that way, Minister. I'm sure it will tighten security even further.
Excuse me, Governor, I've got Simpson outside.
In fact, with my new rulings, we've just been able to smash a rather lucrative contraband racket. You'll get the full details later today. Certainly. Good morning, Minister. Well?
It was just as you said. The reports are being typed up now, and here's a list of the contraband.
Well, Simpson doesn't do things by halves, does she?
She's outside. Do you want to see her now?
No, not just now. I've just been speaking to the Minister about a subject that concerns you.
Me?
Yes. Earlier, you mentioned the deputy governorship. Well, Mr. Adams, I am now in a position to assure you that in future you will have less competition for the post.
Less competition? I was hoping
less local competition. We're getting 3 ex-Blackmore officers as replacements.
For who?
For your 3 colleagues, the Minister has seen fit to transfer. Mrs. Morris, Mrs. Pringle, and Mr. Jackson.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside, the roses grow. They don't mind the stony ground. is here.